Hey, there is something I would like to point out, especially in the modern racing games. There are a lot of cheaters in modern racing games. And Fortnite Rocket Racing is no exception. When it comes to the speedrunning, hoping to find a match. Let me quickly just change. And then apply. Again, there are cheaters in very modern racing games. That includes Fortnite Rocket Racing, at least for the speedrun mode, in Forza Horizon 4, 5, and probably a lot of other modern racing games too. Oh, there we go. I was wondering what. Okay, let me show for this. Private. While this is doing that, I might as well explain why modern racing games have a bunch of cheaters and hackers in it. But it's really not just racing games, really. It's a lot of games. But mainly, like, if you want to know the true reason, let me do a single lap of this stage, one of my favorites in the game. So let's try to do a clean lap. My best lap is like, what, a 30, like a mid to high 30s or low 40s? I don't remember. Yeah, with that game. Okay, 38. 37.9. Now, if I go to the leaderboard, how can anyone get a track best of 22? But it gets even more ridiculous on some other stages, where the time gets like 6 seconds. And I do believe there is a reason why there are these cheaters and hackers in these racing games. And that is because of these kinds of players using cheat engines and stuff on PC. Let's pick a different stage. Maybe Kirby Canyon. Do a quick run of that. But yeah, a bunch of modern racing games do have a cheating and hacking problem. Mainly due to those kinds of players using stuff on PC. And sure, you could argue that it could also happen with a modded console as well. I mean, because Call of Duty Black Ops 2 RGH, anybody? Point is that, like, there is a cheater problem in these games. Ah. And that is due to these cheaters and hackers using things like Cheat Engine to be able to do things that normal players cannot do. If not using a cheat engine, then probably doing something like using task tools to gain an advantage, which is not fair to normal players. See, there's a 101.8. The track best is a 29.5. How is that even possible? I don't think it's even possible. Now, what could be the reasons that like the cheaters and hackers are using like stuff like slow-mo to be able to like they use slow-mo to slow down the in-game timer, which in a lot of racing games is shown on the top left of the screen. But others probably use the speed up their car, like some sort of max speed cheat or a mod or something that lets their vehicles move at max speed, which is like 1521. Which is the very, very top speed on all vehicles. So, I mean, in this game, that is the case, but like other racing games have things where you can max your speed at 9999, boost your power and torque to ridiculous amounts just to be able to save time. But it's cheating because you're just basically changing the code of how the games work. And changing code in a game is it is against the game's terms of service and the people behind it. Like with the Forza Horizon games being done by Turn 10 Playground Games. Yet, somehow, there are cheaters on some of the leaderboards that have ridiculous time. Especially in Rivals mode, which the speedrun mode here is the equivalent of Rivals mode, basically, except the rival is yourself. And just like Rivals mode, there is a leaderboard, where you have to ping yourself against like lots of players on the global leaderboard, and yet when you look at the very top of the leaderboard, you see some impossible times that should not happen without cheats and mods, such as slowing the timer down or speeding your vehicle up. Or a mix of both. You never know. People always, like, cheaters and hackers always want to take this to the extreme. But it is a big problem. with gaming in general. Skip. With gaming in general. Gaming in general. There's people that are cheating by either having a PC or a modded console that they're using, and it's really gotta stop. And I am a genuine player. I play on stock console. I genuinely play on a stock console. Stock consoles. I mean, sure, some games also have glitches and stuff that would say count as cheating, but even technically a glitch is just a glitch. It wouldn't count as cheating, especially if it's unintentionally done. If it was done by accident. Should I say about the infinite down but not out glitch? Where if you're in a match in a BR0 build, which I know the bug has been patched, I think, but I don't know. But if your down but not out state reaches 0 in that case, you're still somehow alive. And the thing is, it did happen to someone during a live tournament. But that should not count as cheating because it was not intentionally triggered. If it was intentionally triggered, then it would have been an exploit. And exploits are intentional exploits are very different from basically accidental bugs and glitches. That's a fact. Somehow there'd be a glitch. Who knows? Maybe there's a glitch in Rocket Racing that lets you travel, your speed reach 2,000 kilometers an hour. Or some sort. And the chance of it happening is just random, because there has to be something wrong with the code in order for a glitch to actually happen. But yeah, if a glitch accidentally happens to a player, it would not ever count as cheating, because it was just a bug that happened by random chance. But actual cheaters would find these bugs and glitches and exploit them to gain an advantage. Either that, or mod the game in a sense that where the bug always happens, no matter what they do. And that is the problem. The accidental discovery of a bug is one thing. But intentionally using it is a whole different can of worms. Basically tied a little tight. Yeah, if you want, if you want to get better at a game, don't use cheats or mods or bugs or exploits to your advantage, to gain an advantage over those who don't even know about them. Because it's just unfair. If you want to get good at a game, just practice. Learn the controls of how the game works. And then just get good. No cheating required. Yeah, overall, video games do have a cheater problem. There is only one way, if anyone wants to know how to stop it, when it comes to the next entry in a franchise, make sure it has proper anti-cheats that prevents people from hacking into the data and modifying it to fit their own needs, however twisted they are. Because it would help also protect. Putting in better anti-cheat would mean that there would be less cheaters and hackers overall. And it would make it harder for them to actually ruin the fun of legitimate players. So, and of course with cheaters never prosper. Cheaters never prosper. If you want to get good at a game, practice. Don't cheat your way to the top. Because cheating is for wussies. If you're not a wussy, play hard and practice. Get good. Learn the controls of whatever game you're playing. Whether it's a rhythm game, or a racing game, or even an FPS, or even a 3PS. I just noticed that the early access wording is glitching a bit. Yeah, just get good at the particular game genre you're going with. Whether it's FPS, racing, rhythm, open world, third-person stuff. Things like obbies, or 1v1s, or whatever else. You have to get good and practice. That's all I want to say about it. So, for those about the rock, we salute you and I bid you adieu. Peace.